Good evening, everyone. I'm excited to be able to welcome you all this evening to another powerful issue of our training camp. This is day number 2. I'm going to go ahead and get this call recorded so we can move into record mode. One moment, please. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to day 2 of our powerful training camp leading up to our groundbreaking announcement on November 1st. I'm going to be your coach tonight, and as always, in training camp, I wish I had a whistle to blow to get everybody in shape, but this is where we're going to come, folks, to really get down and prepare for what's getting ready to happen. The important thing about what's taking place during training camp this season is we're getting everybody prepared. So once this announcement takes place, we're not standing there saying, okay, let me go and get this and let me get this right and let me go ahead and get that right. So tonight we're going to dive right in to some serious nuts and bolts tonight, okay? So let me go ahead and prepare the screen. You may want to jot down some notes because we're going to be moving into an area tonight that I think is something that each and every one of you are going to want to be able to learn from. As we talk about the things that are going to take place tonight, I want you all to make sure that you really understand what's getting ready to take place. Now, last night we had the CEO of our company on, Mr. Scott Tomer. We also had on some powerful directors that were on as well. I said earlier, I want to say again, I apologize. I wasn't able to get Superstar Director Sharonica Roberts-Jack on. That was my inability to operate the controls. But like everybody else, we all have our personal conquests, things that we are growing toward and learning to master. And I made a real commitment to do some of these video trainings for you. As a matter of fact, I've had a particular guest, Sharonica Roberts-Jack's team, request a private invitation-only coaching I'm going to be doing on Saturday. So let me just make the announcement. Wants to attend, so I'm allowing them to attend. A few other people want to attend. If you're one of those people that would like to attend, just get with your leader, and I'll make room for you if you want. But that's something that she requested, and I'm excited to be able to put that together. I also want you to know that Superstar Director Miss Jeannie Sharpless is doing the CEO web show tonight. So everything that we're going to be covering tonight, there's going to be a break and an opportunity for you to reach out, call somebody special, and pop them on that information so she can really showcase what we have. Now, tonight we're going to be talking about, for those of you that have been following our leadership, we're going to be talking about some things that you may have already heard, some things that maybe you've heard once or twice, but it's important for us to be talking about as we prepare for the announcement coming up. So I like to talk about things over and over again because that way they sink into your mind. You ever find yourself humming a song on the radio that you're not even sure you like? I don't even like this song. Why? It's stuck in my head. It's stuck in your head because you've been hearing it over and over and over again. And one of the things that we teach consistently is how to build an empire. Now, when I say how to build an empire, I'm talking about how to build a rock-solid business on ground, a foundation that lasts the test of time. Now, most people think how you do that is a little different than how it really is done. How you really do that to where it benefits you and it really pays off for you, folks, is you got to build your business 3 separate ways at the same time. You got to build it in your mind. We're going to be talking about some of that tonight. What you think about, you bring about, you got to make sure that your mindset more. So what's the difference between a leader that's making $500 a month and a leader that's making $5,000 a month? Is it the way they speak, the knowledge, of how they present, who they know? No, it's not that. The difference between those two leaders is their belief. See, one guy's belief is this tall, the other guy's belief is this tall. And therefore, that person with the stronger belief, when they operate, when they call people, when they get up in the morning, when they set their goals, when they make phone calls, when they do three-way calls, when they move their activities, what they think about is different than the person that doesn't believe. Some people have to wait and see evidence first. Then they'll believe. That we call those people scientists. But then there's some people that believe first, and because their belief is so strong, they're able to see it. In a book I read, that's called faith. But either way you slice it, you've got to have the belief, which goes back to the point I'm trying to make here, that you have to build your business in your mind first. Remember I said that. Secondly, you got to build it. You got to build it on paper. Tonight, we're going to be talking specifically about what you can do tonight, starting tonight, to prepare for the announcement coming up. And it has to do with what you do on paper. See, what you do in your mind, what we're going to teach you to do tonight on paper, it's going to affect when you go out in the field. So how do you build a rock solid business that lasts the test of time? Folks, how you do it, you should build your business 1, 2, 3 separate ways simultaneously. We got a superstar groundbreaking announcement happening. We've got something that's never occurred in the industry that we're in getting ready to take place. My question to you is, how much do you want to earn? What do you want to accomplish in a do? However, you're going to have to pick a pace that you want to go on. You might want to crawl through the next 90 days. You'll get there. Nothing wrong with that if your time is like it is and you don't have big expectations or big dreams, or you think you can't because you got this, that, and the other. Or you may want to walk towards your goals. And some of us are sprinting. We're running. And for those of you that pick the run pace with a minimum of $1,000 a week that you'd like to earn, we're going to be showing you tonight how to get prepared for that kind of income. Okay? How to get prepared, but you've got to have some sort of mental picture of what it is you want to accomplish. How fast do you want to get your first check once we have that announcement? How fast do you want to get promoted to whatever the next level is? What is your why? What is the reason that you are doing what you're doing right now? How much does that mean to you? And folks, now you can make a quick list or you can build a big list. Tonight we're going to be talking about the dynamics of building a big list. Okay. Now here's what I do. I know for a fact that everybody, let me say it again, everybody knows a minimum of 2,000 people. If they had to, they could reach out and call one after the other. The problem is we can't think of all 2,000 right away. We have to be reminded of that. One way that I like to do is I get my cell phone out and I'll just go to A, and I'll first jot a few names down that come to my mind. I'll think of like 10 sharpest people that I want to call, and then my 10 easiest people in my circle to call. Then I start going through my A's, and I just look in there, and anybody that I think, I write their name down. I don't think whether they're going to like it or not, whether they even look or not, just wherever the spirit moves me, I go from A, and I write down the B's, and I get to 100 people before I can get to like the M's or the L's or the P's. I never make it to R, S, T. Sometimes I start off at M, because when I'm going to make a big list, I can get to 100, 200 people before I even get through the alphabet. But here's what I want you to do. If you want to be goal of writing down 100 callable names. I want you to start by writing down 25 of them. Then work on your next 25. These are just names, no numbers, just names. Then work on your next 25. Next thing you know, you only got 25 to go to get to your first 100 callable names. The reason I want you to start working on your 100 callable names right now, once this announcement happens and you tap into us when we go into this next phase that we're going into, having that list is going to make a difference. Following the formula of how to get those people pulled off of that list and into the system and qualify them and grade the list. We're going to be teaching all that kind of stuff, right? If you only got 12 or 25 names, it's going to affect your belief level. But if you got 100 names and you did that tonight, and you can go back and add 50 more, you got 150. In regular business, what matters is how much operating capital you have. You know what I'm saying, business owners. You know, you need money to set up your signage and money to buy product and put on the shelf, and you need money for advertising. You need money for all these things that make up your business. But in our industry, the asset, the capital is people. It's people. And don't let this scare you, because they're just going to say yes, no, or maybe. We're not afraid of the yes. We're certainly not afraid of that. We're not afraid of the no. And you'll probably get more maybes than anything else. Then we start talking about how to decipher and sift and sort through the maybes. And folks, let me tell you something. Having a big list makes a difference. So once you start writing those people's names down and you get through your list, here's an example of a memory jogger. This is designed to help you think of people you may have forgot. Do you know anybody who's their own boss? Do you know anybody who's currently out of work? Do you know anybody that needs more free time? Do you know anybody that just bought a new car? Do you know anybody that just got back from vacation? You know anybody that needs a vacation? You know anybody that's a teacher, a coach? You know anybody who recycles, who works from home, who likes to go shopping? You know anybody that watches TV all the time? You know any sports fans? You know anybody involved in full-time ministry? Maybe they're a pastor, an apostle, a bishop. Maybe they're a deacon at their church. Do you know anybody that's involved in real estate? Do you know anybody that's involved in insurance in any capacity? Do you know anybody that, in real estate is especially good because you got the brokers and the agents and the inspectors and the mortgage brokers and the questions you'll ask yourself help you to think of people that you've forgotten, because they're up here. You just may not have forgot about them. You know anybody that's got children? Do you know anybody that just became an adult? Do you know anybody that you have helped in the past? You know anybody that's really helped you in the past? You know anybody whose opinion you respect? Anybody that's a teacher, a professor, a coach? You know anybody that needs extra money, works part-time? You know anybody at all? Who are your neighbors? Who do you go to church with? Who did you grow up with? Who do you respect? Get some of this and thinking, I forgot that person. Yes, that's right. I hadn't thought about them. They do work in a restaurant. Oh yeah, that's something. I know somebody that is disabled. I know somebody right now that is sick and tired of what they do. I know some people right now, even they know they're not satisfied with it. You want one of these, right? For those of you like that, spend some time. Spend some time with this. Spend some time with this memory jogger. Spend some time working on raising your capital for your business, raising your list of 100 callable names. You see, I got a text this morning at about 7 o'clock from Deborah Webster, who hosts a lot of our trainings. She sent me a text saying, hey, I've got my 100 callable names. I said, way to go, Chan. Way to go. Work on your next 100. See, she's raising capital for her business. I think I made my point, right? Now that you have that, I want to talk a little bit about what it means to be a professional inviter. Now, I'm going to put my coaching hat on now, because when you're a professional inviter, you've got to develop a chest like steel. You've got to get committed to the process, not committed to the result. Do you know what I mean? When you've got let me tell you something. Here are a few rules about what you say when you call people up. You're going to pique their interest. You're going to point them to something for them to see or listen to. Show them something. Then you're going to connect them on a three-way call. And that is a simple system we've taught years ago called PS3. It's like the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar sky hook. It's like the Allen Iverson crossover. It's like the Nolan Ryan split finger fastball. They know it's coming and they can't stop it. So if I called you up right now, Mike Scarborough, and said, Mike, what's going on, buddy? James Pruitt here, man. How are you? Man, I'm doing good, Mike. Man, how's the family? Everybody's great. How about on your end? Man, everybody's good. Listen, I'm heading out the door, brother, but I had to give you a call. Mike, I want to bless you, man. Are you open to making some extra money? Sure I am, man. Listen, I found something I'd like to share with you if you're really interested in making some very, very serious money between now and the holidays, or maybe just an extra $500 a week. Doesn't matter. Can you grab a pen? Can I send you something? If you see something you like, can I bless you with it? And, you know, just having those short conversations, he might say, well, what is it? Say, man, write this down. I'll give him a phone number to listen to and say, I've got to run. I'll call you from the car. Listen to this 24-hour number. I'm going to send you a 2-minute video. I'm going to send you a place you can go check it out. I'm going to start talking and telling you a story about the people that I know that are doing something powerful, and I can bless 3 to 4 people. Man, I'm thinking about you. You got to pique their interest. Don't explain how this works. Leave them curious. Then you're going to show them something, give them something to listen to, give them something that teases them a little bit so they want to know more. See, what a rookie will do, he'll start talking about how the business works. Oh, it's a travel business where you can save money when you travel, and you tell other people you get paid bonuses. They even got a $10,000 bonus, $1,000. Listen, I can put $1,000 in your pocket right away. How many do you want? 1, 2, or 3? Dude, write this down. There's a call starting in 3 minutes. Don't say a word. Just call in, press 1, and listen. The people you're going to hear on that call, I know them. And the people you're going to hear, listen to the stories of the real people like you that heard the same thing you're hearing and what's happened to them. I'm going to call you back in 15 minutes, or call me when it's over. See, now they want to know what you're talking about. They can't make a decision without that. The great Mickey Ross used to call those comfort phrases. Marcia just says, are you open to making an extra $1,000 a month? I say, if you had an extra $500 a week, would it mean something to you? I know some people say, do you keep your income options open? Would you like an extra check? Hey, can I make sure that I can, whatever your comfort phrase is, you're going to pique their interest, and it starts by asking them a question. Get them to something they can see. Now, once you do this, then you're going to introduce them to somebody that you say you've got to hear their story. This is the person that's going to help you, because you want to take the focus off of you and put it on to somebody else. And by plugging into the system that we have in place, you can just let the system do the work for you. And you've heard it before. System saves you stress, time, energy, and money. And this is the system snapshot that I've created. And I'm going to leave this up here for a while because I want you to look at this. Because when I'm calling people up, that what I just described to you right here, pique their interest, show them something, three-way call. What that looks like is this. See, we talked about making your list. And by the way, let me share with you how to double your list. And you ask yourself, who do you and that person both know together? Go to the second person, third person, fourth person. Ask the same question. When you get to that line, for instance, of somebody you used to work with, who do you and Pam both know together? Oh, yeah, we used to hang out with the other lady. We used to go to lunch with such and such. She's got kids. Our kids used to play together in sports. You start thinking of who you all mutually know. Write their names down. You take a list of 50 and double it to 75, double it to 100 just by thinking of who you all know together. So you want to make and grade your list. I don't want to teach on how to grade your list tonight. That'll be on the next coaching call that we do, okay? Once you do that, we talked about how to pique interest. And in piquing interest, you got to kind of figure out. It's hard. You can't just ask them outright. You got to kind of figure out what it is they want. Do they want extra time? Do they want extra income? And what I do is I talk to people about how they can have more money. And when they find out it's travel, they love it. I personally don't talk a lot about saving when you travel. I talk about people that want to make an extra paycheck. That's why I'm looking for people that want to build. If you're new, you may not know what to say at first. My suggestion, if you're new, you made your list, you call and pique their interest, you may want to call Cheryl Washington and introduce them to Cheryl and have Cheryl invite them here. You may want to call your support team leader, Basti or Pauline or Kelly Jefferson, Mike Scarborough, Sharonica Roberts-Jack, Tammy Derricks. You may want to call Mary Cofield, Jeannie Sharp. You may want to call some sort of expert. Hey, I've made my list. I called this person. They're open. I want to introduce them to you. If you get them on the phone with your expert, they're not going to go through a presentation. They're going to introduce themselves, make a personal connection, build rapport, find out what could help them in their life. Is it free time? Is it money? Why don't you go take a list, take a look. They're going to send them to see a quick video, send them to something where they can look, send them to the S of the PS3, pique their interest, show them something, show them. We have a my90daybliss.com. We have nowigetpaid.com, a 24-hour conference call. You can invite them to something. See, you want to send them here. Now, if you're seasoned, if you are already a team builder, if you've already earned a $1,000 bonus, if you're like Eugene Ware, you've already got a strong testimony, you're already good. Once you pique their interest, you may not need to introduce to anybody. You can just invite them to see something. Once they've seen it, now you're ready to introduce them to somebody that knows what they're doing. Now, I could go further into how to do the three-way call, how to introduce, how to set up. I'm going to teach that, how to grade your list, but I don't want to give you too much too soon. So what I want to do now is I want to go to where we have for you to go to show people what we have. So let me just kind of go here so that you can see what we've got set up. Okay, here's the part that I'm not good at. We're going to figure it out. Okay, here you go. Now you should be able to see my screen now. The reason I say that is because this is my90daybliss.com. See up here, my90daybliss.com. Once you go here and you click on overview, I want you to see this. We developed this for you. We've got 7 one-minute videos here. This is perfect for millennials. When I say that, because millennials, you know, they don't spend a whole lot of time looking at anything. You know what I mean? They want to look at their phone or something quick. If they like it, they'll look at another little 1 minute video, another 1 minute video. So we've got a sizzle video here. Just tells you that we're looking for people that want to make an extra $10,000 a month. Does that sound like you? Then we've got something over here that's the next big thing, an introduction to our company. This talks about the vortex, how to make money giving away something free. This talks about the membership. You get the idea where I'm going, right? And it just goes, each one talks about the comp plan, talks about every little thing. And we've got this set up, and when you click into it, right up there it says share. You can send that to somebody. That's under overview on my90daybliss.com, okay? Now, I talked to you about, well, let me just go up here. Once you go up here to the very top, to the whole story, now you're on a website called nowigetpaid.com. And what we have over here is the 3 steps. Step number 1 is an introduction to why some people make more money a month than takes others a whole year to earn. That's like a 5-minute video. This is me doing a complete overview in 10 minutes of everything that has to do with our products, what we offer, the membership, the platinum membership, everything, the travel agent opportunity, all that. Then step 3 is the comp plan and the director program. So if you're doing a home party, these are the 3 things you want to show. These 3 right here. They're called the whole story on that. Now, I'm going to go back to my90daybliss.com. Go here to your travel party guide. That's going to tell you everything you need to do a travel party. How to invite, what to say, what to serve, what music to play, what time to start, everything. How to close, how to introduce this, how to handle everything, when to scratch your head. It's all there. Everything is there of what you need to do that. All 3 markets. It's all right here. And this is available for you. I want to make sure you saw what we have in place, because once you get your list down, once you get your mind right, once we get this, the announcement done, you need to know how to use this. I'm not going to spend much more time. I do want you to know we have a very powerful affirmation. If you'll start saying this morning and night, it's right here on my90daybliss.com. It's called the Champion's Creed. Where you see a blank, that's where you put your name. I am who I say I am. Put your name there. Read that out loud with passion, with excitement, morning and night. Whether you believe it or not, read it, say it, read it, say it, read it, say it. This is starting to feed the champion inside of you and starve out the coward. So if you're not sure your belief level is right, you start working on that. You start feeding that decisive, all that kind of stuff. Then Blitz system and tools. This is just going to show you what we have in place and what we're going to be using in order to grow fast. Because see, you want to plug people into a system that works so that while you're asleep, while you're taking a shower, you're providing content right now. We've got a very, very strong lunch money presentation. Superstar director Lorenzo Latson does it every single day at that time. We even have on Thursday something that specifically talks about travel, every aspect of it. And then in the evening, powerful directors have come together. And tonight, you guessed it, Superstar Jeannie Sharpless is going to be doing that. Now, we have a Friday web show in Spanish. Gonzalez and some of her group leads that in Spanish. So if you want to grow an international team, you've got some people in the United States speak Spanish and no other people in Puerto Rico, Mexico, etc. You'll tap into that. And I usually send that out on my communication blast. Saturday, we do the world famous Jetset Legend Leadership Coaching Call. When we're doing that this Saturday, we're doing a private invitation only call. We're doing training. We're doing advanced training. Yes, I'm going to be doing it through the video. I'm going to be using my whiteboard. I'm going to be breaking it down like a chicken wing. We're going to be talking about things I haven't talked about before. If you're interested in that, let us know. And instead of us conducting a event at a center and charging $20 for the room, we're just charging 20 net cost of $20 for the training itself. And I got to tell you, what you're getting is far outweighs in value what it costs to attend this training. So if you're open, it's an invitation only call. Get back with your personal. And then Janice Superstar Parker does an overview on Saturday for those of you that have. But I want to point this out. This is the 24-hour live on demand call. It's a very powerful call. It's a business overview that only takes 15 minutes but features 12. There's a call starting in 3 minutes. Grab a pen. Let me give you the number. The number is, and I go through the number, 720-721-4719. Press 1. They'll join you to the call. Don't say a word. Just be a fly on the wall. Listen to that and call me right after, and I'll fill you in. What's about to start. Now, if you're on that call, you got to say, man, jump on this call. I'm getting ready to be on this call. I want you to hear for yourself, because if you're on the call, you're on the call. You know what I'm saying. Well, let me go back here. And the Champions Creed we talked about, Prosperity Project, that's the event coming near you, systems and tools, Max the Champ, overview. I want to go here now to the whole story at the top, but this time I want to go to the About Us page. The About Us page features some folks that you should use and tell their stories. These are people whose stories you should connect your folks to. These are proven leaders here that have made an impact. If you're supposed to be here or you're one of these different ranks and you're currently on our call now, reach out to your support team leader and let us feature you on here, okay? These are people that have a strong testimony, and you should be using them in your support team leaders. You don't have to call the top of the company. Call any one of these people and let them tell their stories. These are proven leaders that want to help you in your business, and they're listed right here. Also, under testimonials, we've got videos of people who've earned the ring, who've earned the car. Boy, doesn't Marcia look good? There's Roland here, his video. There's Superstar Jeannie and hers. Of course, the one and only Letitia. Then there's, you see where I'm going, right? So, folks, the reason I'm bringing all this up to you is these are tools and systems that are in place for you to use. I just want to make sure that you're aware. The one thing I want to leave you with before you leave is to get ready for what's getting ready to happen. I want you to get ready mentally. I'd like you to get your mind right. But more importantly, right now, start working on your list. Start raising some capital business. Create some assets. So one announcement's been made, bell rings for action. Well, here's what I'd like to do right now. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this coaching session. Every single one of us, I would like for you to get somebody sharp on the CEO web show at the top of the hour. Jeannie's Choppers is going to be breaking sharing this with you. Tomorrow night, folks, no, not tomorrow, Monday night, we're going to pick up with the training camp. And remember that invitation-only training that's going to take place on Saturday. If you want to be a part of that, I think it's going to give you a jump start on that. And just check with your leader. We're putting together a web page tomorrow where you can go get an idea. The name of that training on Saturday is Goal, G-O-A-L, Goal Diggers. Pretty cool, huh? I like it too. So thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate you being here. I'm going to wrap up like I always do by saying the harvest is plenty, abundance is your birthright, greatness is your destiny.